Hi, I'm Angela Beeching, and in this second video in the Shadow series for musicians, we're getting practical about how to build a relationship with your shadow. I'll show you a 5 to 10 minute morning practice that reduces perfectionism, softens self-judgment, and unlocks new creative ideas, often within a week. And learning to work with your shadow has everything to do with growing your artistry. In part one of this series, you were introduced to your shadow. If you haven't seen that video, go watch that one first. It's quick and includes an important exercise. As we covered, your shadow has been the repository of your unwanted emotions, traits, and behaviors. And because of this, we've all stuffed down and tried to deny this crucial part of our psyches. The whole point of doing shadow work is to get to know and reclaim the abandoned parts of ourselves. So let's talk about how you begin. Because in order to build a relationship with your shadow, the part of your unconscious that holds what you're ashamed of, you've got to work at it. Shadow work is a contact sport. It's all about making regular contact. By doing this, you give yourself a chance to learn how to be in relation with what you've othered in yourself. And the best way I've found to get to know your shadow is through journaling. I recommend you get yourself a notebook exclusively for your shadow work and keep it with a pen next to your bed. Do your journaling first thing in the morning. If you take nothing else from this video, take this. It's about how you wake up and how you use the first part of your day. At night, turn your phone off and put it away in another room so that you won't be tempted to reach for your phone. Why? Because when you first wake up, you're still half connected to the dream world. That's the home of your shadow. It's also the source of your creative imagination. Now, you may be thinking, journaling with my shadow, what is that? What the hell do I write? Am I pretending that I'm hearing something back? How is that supposed to work? So let's go back to that earlier exercise we did. I'm going to invite you to again close your eyes and return to an experience that left you feeling shame. Bring up all the feelings that come with that shame. This might include self-loathing, anger, disgust. Feel whatever mix of feelings you've got. And in your mind's eye, push them out in front of you so there's a clear separation between you and that cloud of emotion. Now give those feelings a face and a form that looks something like you. My shadow first appeared as a very angry preteen. Whatever you've got, work with it. The idea is to get to know this part of your unconscious. So here's what I'm suggesting. In the morning, instead of reaching for your phone, reach for your notebook. Visualize your shadow just the way we did, and then spend 5 to 10 minutes journaling. You want to write down how your shadow appears to you today because it may look different each time. However you see your shadow, whether angry, sad, or scared, ask it, what are you experiencing? And be still. Listen inside yourself as you keep your mind's eye on that image or the felt sense that you've got of your shadow, and notice what comes up. As children, whatever emotions or behaviors were unacceptable, we shoved into our shadows. If you never learned how to work with your difficult emotions, and many of us haven't, you aren't operating with your full capacity, either in your life or in your music. Having access to your full range of emotions is key for creative artists. Now, sometimes when you try to connect with your shadow, you get nothing back. That's normal. Just keep at it. Over time, your shadow will respond, but you need to keep showing up consistently. So here are my favorite questions to use in journaling with my shadow. First up is, what needs and concerns do you have that you want me to know about today? Now you could say to yourself, okay, I can say that out loud, and then what am I supposed to do? Just listen in case someone or something answers back? Well, here's what I can tell you. When you're dealing with your unconscious, you may not hear a voice coming back to you. You might not get words. You might get instead feelings, an instinct, or a strong body sensation of what's needed next. When I first started doing shadow work, the thing that I noticed and what got me to keep doing it was that I felt there was an easing up of some of the pressure that I was walking around with. It was the pressure of trying to do everything right. I'd always felt on some level, I'm not enough. I'm not ever going to be enough. And there's something really wrong with me. And that's what I'd been carrying because I wasn't willing to accept my shadow. I had no connection with these darker, unacceptable parts of myself. Doing this work began to ease that pressure. So here are the rest of my favorite conversation starters to use in journaling with your shadow. What do you want me to pay attention to today? How can I be a better partner to you? What activities do you want to participate in with me this day? How can I demonstrate that I care about you and value your input? What is it you want us to bring forth? And how might we get at some of that today? What most musicians don't realize is that the way you treat your shadow in the morning can determine what happens in the practice room later in the day. Most of us have kept our shadows shut out of the practice room or the composition studios our entire life because we think this is serious work time. I've got to practice for this important concert or audition. I don't have time to be checking in with my shadow. That's how you shut the door on the portal to your most creative self. In the next video, we'll bring your shadow into your music work and look at what changes when you do. But in the meantime, if you can start journaling with your shadow, just 5 or 10 minutes a day, notice what comes up. Sometimes it's visual, sometimes a feeling. It might even be music that's coming up. And next, we'll bring your shadow into the one place you've probably banned it from your entire life, your practice room. And that's where everything changes. If this resonated, please like, comment, and subscribe below. And if you know other musicians who would benefit from this, please share it with them. We're all in this together. I'll see you and your shadow in the next video.